Hello everybody. Hi Neil, hi Catherine, hi Tish, Laurie, Joanne, anybody I miss? Oh, did I see? No, I thought I saw Natalie. Hi everyone, guess what? Look at this. Can you see behind me? It's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing. I'm going to turn the camera around in a second. But yes, it's snowing. Look at that. Look at over my shot. Oh yes, it's snowing all right. The forecaster's got it right today. So Richard's here with the umbrella because we do want to look after the gimbal. Hi Natalie, bonjour, you are there. Hi Fran, lovely to see you. Finally able to join me on a tour. It's great. Look, snowy, snowy, snowy. I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, you want me to turn that way?
Yeah, you can see the back.
Yeah, well, I'm going to turn me around too. But look over my shoulder. I'm going to turn the camera around now. Are we ready? Richie doesn't want to get in shot. Look at this. Okay. We were coming in on the tram going, is it? Is it? Yes, no, yes, no. And look, it's snowing. Do you know how exciting this is for us as Aussies? Spending almost the entire year in really hot tropical weather. Yeah, hi Natasha. Hi Ronnie. Great to see you. And hi Anne. All these people popping in. And Catherine says, hi Richard.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to start walking. We're in Strasbourg for anyone who hasn't kept up with what we're doing, which, yeah, Fran, you might not have been aware of where we're up to. So we're in Strasbourg and we're going to start heading towards the cathedral, which you can probably hear the bells chiming in the background now as we speak. I don't think this is going to settle on the ground. It's going to snow till about midnight tonight, then it's going to stop. Hi Emily, great to see you. Snow here in Alberta too. Okay. Here, look, it's not going to settle on the ground. It really isn't. But it's just so exciting. Hi, Catherine. Great to see you. Let's start walking. Richard's got to keep up with me because he's got the umbrella over top. There's the brolly there, a little purpley spotted flower one. And he's going to try and keep up with us. Hi, Sarah. Great to see you. So we found a lane that's got Christmas lights on because they're not on everywhere yet. And we're just going to slowly head towards the cathedral. I don't like snow in person, but it looks pretty on the screen. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And there's some really lovely shops along this laneway. This is a stinky cheese shop. I'm going to go over here. Richard's got to keep up with me. But look up there first, up above the shop. Here we go. We've got teddy bears in little cars. And then in this shop here, it's just all about cheese. Just waiting for some people to move. But look at this. The door was open a moment ago. Yes, where is Tariq, Tej? Where's Tariq indeed? But this is all about stinky cheese. What did I miss? What did Neil say? I just can't believe it. We haven't seen snow for years. When was the last time we saw snow? I honestly can't remember. It's really coming down now. It's really coming down. Catherine said something to Neil, but I missed it, but that's okay. We're going to walk really slowly. Look at the snow coming down. Do I sound like an excited child? I am. I'm just trying to think when the last time we saw snow was. I can't even remember. Tish says, for years. Wow, this must be exciting. Yeah, it is. It's pretty exciting. This was here yesterday, Natalie says. So we've got lots of pretty decorations above the shops here as well. Let's make sure we get to see some of those. Oh, it is so Christmassy, Fran. It really is. It's just gorgeous. And look at these beautiful half-timbered buildings as well. And then looking along the laneway towards the direction of the cathedral, which is directing me because I'm looking everywhere except where I'm going. Now we found one stall. I'm just looking in the shops as well to see if there's anything worth pausing for. There's something over, is it this side? Where did we see that little guy with the Banksy on his chest? Is that this lane or is it somewhere else? Got more teddy bears up there. You saw your last name on the shop? Neil, look at this. Macarons. Who mentioned macarons on one of my tours recently?
It's a French person.
Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Richard went and bought new shoes today because he wanted something that had much better grip, tread on the sole. He was concerned about tripping over and slipping in these conditions. Look here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Got Nutella, something, Linzer. We have to have one of these, a Kugelhopf. We haven't had one yet. Yeah, I need to be mindful of my gimbal. But look at this, Paris Brest. Richard, we're going to have to come back here and spend a lot of money, I think.
Okay.
Look at that. Whoa. Okay. And the snow's still coming down. It just looks amazing. Please go on, Lynn. Like, go on and spend some money. Is that what you're saying, Natalie? Yeah, I think we might have to make an exception to our frugal budget and say, okay, we need to treat ourselves and have a Kugelhopf and a Paris Brest. I think that's a definite. What do you think? It's eased off a little bit. There's some chocolate over there, I think. Should we go and have a look at the chocolate? We probably should. We probably should have a look at the chocolate. Hi, Dawn. This shop has plasticky things. Oh, there's a koala. Look at that. I found my way home.
A moment.
Who said no to the chocolate? Are you saying no to the chocolate, Natalie? Okay. What about these ones? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right, we'll keep moving. I think Natalie's starting to get upset that we're looking at the chocolate and not stopping and buying it. They're cute. Cute bags. All right, which way is it? Is it left or right? Oh, I think it's over to my left here. Ah, look, here's the cathedral. Ooh, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. I'm going to have to get a tissue out and keep my gimbal dry. Look at the snow. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm wiping my gimbal dry as we walk. I'm not sure how long this tour is going to go for. We may bail early. I'm not sure. But look, as long as we've got a dry gimbal and there's something worth looking at, which there is. So we're in the cathedral square now. I'm literally getting snow on my tongue. And if I look up, I'm going to find a spot to sort of stand under cover, if I can, over here. Here. Okay. All right. We're standing underneath. Please continue, she said. Here, look, here's the cathedral. Okay, we're just going to try and hold the umbrella over the gimbal while we try and look up, which is a bit of a challenge. Logistically, it's a bit of a challenge. I want to look there. Oh. There it is. There's he's covered it up again.
Sorry.
God, you just can't get good help these days, can you? So this is where the main markets are going to be, outside the cathedral. Laurie says, just looked out window and we've got about 4 inches of snow and coming down like crazy. Oh, wow. You're in Chicago, aren't you, Laurie? Snowflakes look beautiful, but sorry you're in it, Lynn, says Ronnie Lynn. And hi, Annette. Great to see you. Oh, you made it. Okay, we are going to head down. Look at that. There's something pink, bright, colourful and shiny in the distance. We're going to head in that direction. But before we get there, I just want to have a look here. And up we go. We've got gnomes here. Okay, let's keep going. This snow's starting to get a bit icy here. It's great to see you, Annette. It's lovely to have you back on tours. I know it's been, oh gosh, this is horrible right now. All the magic's gone. It's suddenly very icy and horrible. Look, what did I step in? Okay, so this is where the markets are going to be. I think they start after the weekend. We've got the chestnut guy here, and there's a glühwein place over behind one of these cabins. But we're going to look for a place where it's a little bit more welcoming. I'm cold. We're going to move a little bit quicker. How long have we been? We've only been going 10 minutes, Richard. This is really bailing out if we go now. Look at this. It's coming down like crazy. Welcome to Snowland, says Laurie. Yeah, I see what you mean. But this place up here looks amazing. We're going to head for that. We're going to see what that is. But if we don't last long, it's because I'm going to turn the camera around in a second. It's down there. I'm literally covered in snow. I found some cover. Okay, so I'm under cover just so that I can look up. And look at that. There we go, there's the cathedral. Just move the umbrella back a touch. That's it. Okay, I need a hot chocolate, says Natasha. Here, give me that. And let me just turn the camera around and show you what I look like. Okay. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, look at me. I'm covered in it. Absolutely covered in it. Yeah, well, Pam's used to it though, Neil. Well, we're not. We're sort of, wimpy Australians that not used to these conditions. Dawn says, I had to walk to school in 2 feet of snow every day. Oh, yuck. Okay. Unless you are a kid or a cold weather lover, snow is so much nicer inside looking out. Yeah, I know, but we just had to do this, didn't we? I mean, first snowfall. We're here. It's Christmas coming up. The lights are on. It's a magical place. I mean, how could you not? It's only once. Emily says, I just got the something, not sure what that is, loving it. And Ronnie Lynn says, you and Richard can have a snowball fight. There's no snowballs. Look, there's nothing landing on the ground. So no, that's not going to happen. But look at this. How gorgeous is that? And it's landing in my eyes, even with my glasses on. How does that work? Look up, you pink snowflakes. How perfect is that? How pretty is that? This is called the Gruber. Where did we see that glühwein the other day? It was a little bit further, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Seriously, guys, I'm like a kid in a candy store, but it's freezing. So we're going to keep going for just probably, I don't know, I think we might go for 10, 15 minutes more. We'll order a glühwein somewhere. I'm going to have to brush off my jacket. But look at this. That light's making things awkward. Get out of the way of that. More bears. There's a real fascination with bears in this place. Okay. Pink snowflakes. I've arrived exactly on time, says Annette. Yeah, it's pretty. It's gorgeous. Okay, what do we got here? Something in Old Strasbourg. It's a beer and wine stube. A Weinstube. So yes, we went out. You love the bears, Fran. We went out today and found a discount shop, and we got Richard some shoes because he was worried about slipping on slippery pavers and cobblestones. Look at this gorgeous square. So pretty. And then over here we've got one of these half timbered places, buildings, houses. Yeah, it is a good thing he got better shoes today. The ones he had were, all the tread was worn on the bottom. They were the ones that he got made for him, especially in Hoi An, in Huistown. And they're really good shoes, but he's worn them every single day. And yeah, Hoi An. And it's a shame these lights aren't on. And they're just starting to wear on the sole. Missing out what people are saying. I can't go through phone issues again. No, yeah, what a pain. Okay, here we go. Natasha's asking where I am. I'm in Strasbourg in France, Natasha. What am I looking at? You're tapping me on the shoulder.
Up there.
Oh, the cathedral spires up there. Look, there we go. All right, we're going to keep moving. And as I said, we'll probably cut this tour a little bit short because... So we're working out which way to go. Aren't we going that way? Where are you taking me? Isn't that where the glue vine was? No? Oh, okay.
We passed it, I think we passed it.
Okay. Looks like I've missed out on my glue vine.
Don't despair.
Okay. And we have to get a fridge magnet from France. We haven't done that yet. Natalie says, leave Ward's glue vine. Yeah. Look at the snow collecting on the umbrellas. It's settling somewhere, just not on the ground. Yeah, on the tables. Well, here we go. Here's our snowball opportunity. Someone's already had a go at that one. You want to see the menu? Bad luck. There's nothing down there. Back up to the cathedral? Yeah, we'll head off. Strike off in a different direction.
That was where the glue one was.
I don't know. We're just wandering around looking at the snow. Is everyone happy for me to continue doing that? I must have something on my lens. Hang on. I keep getting funny looking flares through the camera. Someone said, you made my week better. I just missed that. I think it was Natalie. Thanks, Natalie. All right, we're going to go back up this way a little way. I could have sworn the glue vine was down this way, but maybe not. Maybe it's not open today. Fran says, as long as you're okay in the snow, we are with you. This is lovely. Thanks, Annette. Sorry, Fran. Yeah, thanks. It is. Yeah, we'll head back towards the cathedral. Just slow down and look at some of these really gorgeous restaurants. Here we go. Here's some snow. Look at that. Oh, what'd you do that for? I was going to do something else. You want to see the menu? Okay. How about... I don't know, it's an evil looking heart. It's a heart with wings and horns. You're not getting off the hook, Lynn. Is Dan here? Did I see Dan? Did I see someone say hi? Hey, Dan, hi, how are you? Yeah, they are big. They're big, chunky snowflakes. The icy stuff has stopped. It was a bit horrible and icy for a moment there, but we're back to kind of big, chunky snowflakes again now. Oh, we're back in the pink snow district. Here we go. Well, this lady's taking a photo, so we'll just wait for her. There.
3 levels of bears.
3 levels of bears. Oh my goodness, look at that. Who said they liked bears? That was Fran. Here we go. 3 levels of bears. The pink snow district. Not the red light district, the pink snow district. Oh, sorry. Look at it on this. Oh, look at that. Wait. We've got a great shot here of the pink light on the cobblestones. That's gorgeous. Look at that. I'm going to go up. Wipe my gimbal. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Look after my gimbal. Dry my gimbal. Sorry, I just bumped it. Dan says we had a bomb cyclone 2 nights ago, which is the same as a class 4 hurricane. That sounds horrible, Dan. But I'm really liking these pink cobblestones here. Here we go. More big fat snowflakes. Hi, Carla. And if I've missed anybody else, what am I doing? Richard's moving me around and pushing the gimbal and holding the umbrella, making sure that we look after the gimbal because it misbehaved the other day after I got it slightly wet. And if I have missed anybody else who came on, I almost missed Dan. I was glad Neil said hello. If I've missed anybody else, hi. Give me a wave in the chat if I missed greeting you. So we are coming back towards the cathedral, and we'll look for that. We'll look for that glühwein stand. See if they're actually selling today or if they're just setting up. Oh, sorry, Carly, did you ask where I am? Yes, we're in Strasbourg in France, literally just across the river from Germany. And we are leaving on Sunday. Sunday we catch a train into Germany. So here's the bells, listen to the bells, and we're going to look up beautiful Strasbourg Cathedral or a purple spotty umbrella. Okay, there we go. Look at that. So I went inside the cathedral the other day. Can't take a gimbal in there, you're not allowed. I was allowed to video, so I've managed to get some video of the astronomical clock. I'm going to try and put all that together as soon as I can. And I'm not sure where I'll share that yet, but hi Mary Lou, great to see you. But I'll get that to you as soon as possible. It might be just shared as a video, I'm not sure yet. And Dawn says, wonder why they have not put the Christmas lights on yet. Maybe they don't do that until next week when the actual Christmas markets start. So here's all the huts here ready to go. And in the second row across, I think it was, there was a glühwein stand. I'm not sure. We're going to go and have a look and see if they're actually selling glühwein or if they're just sort of getting things ready. But I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday next week they start the markets. See, they've got angels up there, but they haven't turned the lights on yet, so we can't actually see them. But here we go. Here's all the Christmas stalls, and the glühwein one was over here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't look promising, does it? I don't suppose you noticed a bar anywhere.
Oh yeah, it's plenty of bars.
Plenty of bars? Oh, it was this place. So he's shut up again. No. And Natasha asked, what is glühwein? Okay, so first of all, it's one word, Natasha, spelled Glühwein, glühwein, and it's mulled wine. It's red wine, it's a red wine drink. It's served hot, and it's got spices and citrus fruits, and it is the most delicious Absolutely delicious thing. Here, Van Showed. So we could go in there. I wonder how much they charge in there. I reckon they charge a lot in here.
There's plenty other places.
So Van Showed, chocolate showed. I don't know what bredela is, and something else that's chocolate. And yeah, thanks Natalie, Glühwein. So these stalls here, this one sells foie gras, or will next week when it opens. This one I imagine sells Christmas trinkets, maison, I'm not sure, camazelle I think that says, not sure what that means. What are bagnettes, Emily? What about this place? Is that a different place? Do they sell mulled wine? No? Oh, bagnettes are donuts. Okay.
Let's go down
To the right? Left. We're going left. Okay. You sure? Although those lights are just for this place on the corner, aren't they? They don't extend very far.
No.
Okay. Donuts like in Louisiana. Well, that's the French connection, I guess, isn't it, Neil? There's some kind of light thing up there. So struggling to find where the streets are that have all the action in terms of lights and Christmas decorations and bars and cafes and oh, there's a blackboard out here. This might be something. Fish and chips. What's that place? Fish and chips, €10. Nuggets and frites. Are they bagnettes? They're bagnettes. There we go. That's bagnettes. Cool. I don't really have much more to show you. We've run out of area. Well, Richard's suggesting we go over here. Is this Gutenberg Place? Okay. But it's still snowing like anything. It's coming down like crazy. What's this place got? Looks like they've got pretzels. That is expensive, fish and chips. I think all the food is expensive here, Dawn. What have we got here? So let's say Parisian, our sandwiches, $4.50, and they're your choices. Ham and cheese, whatever that is underneath, something else with cheese. Maybe just me and the Australian Australian dollar conversion, but I'm finding everything's quite expensive. Am I getting choppy? Better now, okay. All right, so this is Gutenberg Square.
I found a Glühwein place.
You found a Glühwein place?
Yeah,
Ooh. Okay. My screen froze momentarily. This is interesting. I don't know what it represents. It's a coat of arms, is it? For Strasbourg? Hey, Jay. Apparently my signal is buffering. Might be the signal to finish up. You can see Jay's arrived. I'm going to wipe my gimbal down a bit again. It's a little bit wet. Okay, where'd you see it? Over there. Well, where the fish and chips are. Okay. All right, guys, it's getting a bit tricky, and so we're going to finish up. And also, you mentioned that the signal's chopping up a little bit. Okay. I think, in any case, we will finish up. So let's turn that around. I've dried off a little bit by the looks of it. What are you doing? He's choreographing my background. Look at the umbrella. Oh. Can't see it. Oh, there we go. That's the umbrella. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I had fun. It's fantastic. I mean, it's easy to sit at home in the afternoon with your feet up and a glass of wine in your hand, but we just had to get out here and do this today. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. And the next time I'm going live is going to be from Mannheim. We're going to be doing Christmas markets next week. So stay tuned for those. I've got a couple of them scheduled already, and I've got 1 or 2 gaps that I might fill as well. So keep an eye out for Christmas markets in Germany next week. Hello everyone. Hi Cynthia, I can see that you're here. Great to see you. Okay, so we are still in Strasbourg. It's our last night in Strasbourg. Hi Dawn, great to see you. And Catherine, hey, great to see you as well. Catherine, I think you're really going to enjoy this. I've got some lovely places to show you. Hi Tish, hi Satyam, and hi Laurie, hi Joanne. All right, so let me just walk away from this wall like this. It's pretty, it's back to front, isn't it? So I'll turn around and show it to you in a second. Here we go. Look, we are at the Museum of Contemporary and Modern Art. So let's turn the camera around so you can actually see this wall with the writing in the right orientation. Okay, so here we are with this amazing, amazing wall right outside the museum. And that's the mural that faces us as we arrive at the square here on our way into Petite France. So let me just show you around this amazing wall first before we head on in. And we are also in, well, the plaza is called the Centre Historique, the Historic Centre. And I'm hoping that my muffle's working well. Okay, so here we are. This is circuiting the Contemporary Art Museum with that fabulous horse statue up there on the top. Look at that. It's pretty gorgeous. Hi, Sarah. And hi, Matthew. Great to see you. And if I turn this around this way, I'm just being mindful of families here at the moment. This is the other wall that we've just come past. So lots of interesting contemporary murals along this wall here. Okay, so I'm going to just very slowly pan around this, but this is not our focus. I just thought this was provided a point of interest before we head on over into the area called Petite France. And there's that horse once more before we head on in. So the first building that we come to, hi Laurie, hi Neil, great to see you. Yeah, where is Matt in Hong Kong? So we've got some lovely old buildings here. We're at an area that's called the Covered Bridges area, the Pont Couvert. But this is the barrage Vauban, which was built originally in, I believe it was, I could be wrong here, I'm not very good at retaining dates and facts. I think it was built originally in the 16th century as part of the fortifications of the city, and then it was gradually turned into various infrastructure, one of which was a dam for one of the part of the tributaries. There's lots of little rivers and canals that come off the Rhine, and before we head on in there, Catherine says, hi Richard. Laurie, we're still in Strasbourg. We're still in Strasbourg in France. So I just wanted to show you, she's pretty gorgeous. Stop here and show you this lovely lady before we head on. We're going to head on through this tunnel and out the other end. Hi Lynn, great to see you. I'm glad you could make it. But let's have a look at the cityscape here first before we head on into the barrage. So we're looking at Strasbourg. We're starting to see some coloured lights over there. We're actually going to head off over into that area. That's where we're headed, over in that direction. And this area here with the 3-4 towers, let me just zoom out again. So we've got these large rectangular towers, These were the structures for the covered bridges. The actual covers themselves are no longer there, but you can see the bridges as I pan across, and those towers formed the structural supports for those covered bridges. The snow didn't last, Catherine. No, it didn't. It was there till the next morning. But we got up in the morning. There was still snow on the ground near where we're staying. But yeah, it's gone now. I managed to find some snow-covered grass and snow-covered roofs, and there was a bit of snow on the cars, but sadly it's all gone now. All right, now I did walk through here the other day. The signal seemed fine on my phone as I walked through, but just bear in mind that we are walking through a fairly substantial stone and solid structure. It's called the Passage Georges Frankhauser. And we're not really sure what goes on in here because there's all these little alcoves that look like that something could take place. So these are actually stairs that go up to a terrace up on the top level, which is closed at the moment, sadly, but it takes you through to up to the terrace where you can get a great view over top of Petite France and the whole river water area around here. But we can look out through the window and try and get a nice reflection. That'll get better as we get over the other side. I do want to catch the last of the daylight so we can get some of the nice reflections. All right, so let's walk quickly because I don't want to tempt fate. Throwback to the pandemic, that mural, perhaps, Neil? Could be, yeah. I don't want to tempt fate with the signal. What am I looking at? Oh, there's some kind of structure for the drawbridge, I guess. Is it a drawbridge? Yeah, this looks like it's been rebuilt, but I guess it would have been in past times. We can see down to the water through there, and there's some part of the mechanisms related to, I guess, a drawbridge at this bridge covering. Sorry, my knowledge on the ins and outs of this place aren't very detailed, I know. I'm bringing you here as a tourist or as a guest to the city myself. So here's another bridge. They literally form arches across the river. We'll see it from a better point of view as we move round towards Petite France. But we've got all these sort of statues and things in here. Now, I'm not sure what they belong to, whether they belong to this structure or whether they belong to a church somewhere. We've got all these sort of gargoyles and finials and angels even in here. So, too warm here, waiting for fall. Where are you, Cynthia? I'm not sure I've ever known where you were actually located. So yeah, look, we've got a fellow on a horse here. And some kind of a winged creature with a face of a lion. They're a little bit freaky, aren't they, Trish? Sorry, not Trish, Tish. Sorry, Tish. Yeah, all these freaky statues behind bars. They're all very weird. Over here we've got cherubs. Winged cow behind the lion. I missed the winged cow, but we've got these guys here that are like cherubs, cupids, and then there's a headless guy over here. It's quite busy in here at the moment, Dawn, but I'm going to look back towards the direction that we came from so you can see those arches that you're referring to. Weeping angels, yes, Richard made that comment as well. I'm not sure they're actually weeping, but it does remind you of the weeping angels. Okay, the signal held. I'm very happy about that. So there's a lift that takes you up to the terrace, but it's unfortunately it's closed.
For those who don't know Doctor Who,
Yeah, I think everyone knows Doctor Who and the Weeping Angels, but in case you don't know the Doctor Who reference, the Weeping Angels were one of the scary characters in one of the episodes of Doctor Who. And I can tell you that this scene that we're looking at here is so much brighter through the camera than what I'm seeing through the naked eye. Who fans? Yeah, Laurie, quite a few Who fans. Okay, here we go. So here's one of these towers that belong to the covered bridges. I'm just going to take you over here just very quickly so we can give you a little bit of background on the barrage that we've just walked through. So le barrage Vauban, and it says the city's Pont Couvert covered bridges defence system having outlived its usefulness, military engineer Jacques Tarrade directed the building of a dam based on a design drawn up by Vauban. So that gives you, I still feel like I'm zoomed in. I was. Sorry guys. They were statues that attacked when you looked away, that's right. And hi Natalie. Okay, so yes, here we go. This lovely triage of buildings here, trio. Isn't it beautiful? The deep terracotta red, the pink, pastel pink in the middle, the trees without leaves, and then the tower in behind. Really look lovely here. I was hoping that the light would be better because we're right on sunset. We've been going for 11 minutes, so it is literally right on sunset. 4:41 p.m. was the scheduled time for sunset. Since we've been going for 11 minutes, we're just about right on. But sadly, there's no sign of the sun in the sky, so I'm really just hoping to make the most of what light we have available to us. But look at this, isn't this lovely? Such a lovely scene, so pretty. And then when I slowly pan around, we move over towards the covered bridges. And there we go, more beautiful reflections come into view. Isn't it lovely? I'm going to move back a little bit, see if we can get more of this tower into frame. And there's a lovely reflection from the bridge on the right. But I also want to make sure that we do make it into Petite France and catch some of those buildings in the reflections as well. Okay, that's quite lovely. Okay, so let's head on over. The first building that we come to is a half timbered building in that terracotta colour. That's really pretty as well. I think there's a nice restaurant located at the ground level of this building. Oh look, the lights just came on the bridge. How pretty. Oh, and over here too, they're coming on all the way around. Oh, how gorgeous. And you're all talking about Doctor Who. That's fine. That's fine. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's head on over into Petite France. I fell in love with this place the first time I saw it. It's just so picturesque. It's so postcard worthy. Who? Tish, I think you're talking about the conversation they're talking about of Doctor Who. When I mentioned the Weeping Angels, we went into a discussion about Doctor Who. So we're going to go across this bridge here, just checking. Oh, look, there's one of these things here. So I don't know if the cars are allowed to go through here or not. No, those cars are turning left, so that's fine. That's good. And here's another view of the barrage. Those reflections, oh, they're just so lovely. And then over here on our right, we've got this gorgeous building here. We'll cross over and have a look and see if it's casting a reflection. Not so much. JJNS. Guten Morgen aus den USA, New York. Ich möchte nach Strasbourg reisen. You'd love to travel to Strasbourg? In my very limited German knowledge, I think that's what you said. Richard's just confirmed that. So I'm not doing too bad. And since we're travelling to Germany tomorrow, I have to start thinking in German words and German pronunciation in readiness for arriving in Germany tomorrow. That bollard thing looked a bit dangerous. Yeah, they drive up to these things, and I don't know if they need to have a passcode or a tag or something to get in through along the laneway. Look at that, that's so pretty.
Cathedral.
Yep, the cathedral just at the top there. There's the spire for the cathedral. And JJ says, I was in Freiburg in Breisgau, which is not far from Strasbourg. Yeah, Richard's been to Freiburg. I haven't been to Freiburg, but Richard has. Many, many, many years ago. And this building here is just so pretty. Imagine what that would look like when the wisteria is all in flower. Yeah, I think this is the one you're talking about, Tish. Isn't it beautiful? Oh. We have plenty more beautiful houses to see though. I'm actually going to cross into Petite France via this, what do you call it? They're like three little islands almost. But this one is getting ready for Christmas markets. So it's going to have the Advent village is going to be setting up here. From Wednesday, I think the 27th is when all the Christmas markets in Strasbourg start. We'll be in Mannheim by then. So here we go. It says Le Village de la Vente, the Advent village. And of course they've brought in all the Christmas trees. They've all been set up, ready to be decorated. Now I know that there are some absolutely gorgeous reflections from these houses coming up. So I'm going to find a perfect spot on the canal to show you these houses and hope we still get to see the reflections in the river from those. Natalie says, Neil, here it is people who are living in the city centre or working in it. So yes, this market here, the Advent Village, is one of many markets, one of many Christmas markets around Strasbourg. And when I came through here the morning after the snow, this was all the little roofs were covered in snow along the top. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Oh, look, we've got a little boat coming along. It's one of the tourist boats, the canal boat. That's correct, JJ, yeah. And happy for you to share any knowledge that you can about Strasbourg, because mine is pretty limited. But yes, Strasbourg was once German, now it's French. It became French again after World War II. Look at that, isn't that just lovely? Once the boat passes, the river, there's not much wind today, so the surface of the water should calm down again and we should get some nice reflections again. I think we'll see them. We're going to go over to the bridge over here, and we should still see these houses. Once, as I said, once the surface of the water smooths again, we should still see some nice reflections of those houses. Here we've got baubles in the trees, so literally getting ready for the Christmas markets in this little plaza. And we've seen, look at all the Christmas trees here. So I'm not sure what they're going to look like by Wednesday. Excuse my sniffling, I've got that, cold weather nose. Okay, so just along here a little way, we'll head back over to the edge of the canal and look back along it. And there's a couple of spots where we can do that, but here is one of them. And here we go. Really pretty. Trees for sale? I really think they're just for decorations, Neil. I mean, I guess they might be for sale, but I think they're just for decorations. Whoops. There we go. It is so pretty. Such a lovely town. If the man with the blue parka could just sort of hurry along a little bit. So you guys can get a nice shot. And okay, I'm going to zoom back out again. Hi Diane, great to see you. And then we'll move along this way. I don't know where Richard's gone. He's disappeared and left me. So this area, back in the Middle Ages, used to be, because it's surrounded by water and it's kind of a little away from the remainder of the rest of the city, it used to be the area where all the smelly jobs were done. So you had the tanners, the fishing people, and there was another industry that I should remember, but I can't. But mainly the tanners. Joanne says, nice to see Strasbourg before the hordes of Christmas tourists arrive. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Joanne. I'm glad we're getting out before the hordes arrive, because I understand that it's just insane the number of people that come. So I'm just turning right first to have a look along this way, and then we'll go back. Look at this, isn't that so pretty? I have to get Richard a tracker. Do we know the name of the waterway here? The main waterway that Strasbourg is located on is the Rhine, of course, but I think there's a river Ill, I-double-L. Not terribly certain about that. And I know that the old town of Strasbourg is located on the Grande Ile, which is the large island. So I'm not 100% certain. I wish Richard would keep up. I hate having to look for him because I'm get separated. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're going to go down there, then up here. So in this direction, we'll go around and have a look at it from a different angle, is a lock. We were lucky enough to see one of those canal boats go through the lock the other day. Hi Lethargy, great to see you. I just wanted to come around here because these lights caught my eye. So I thought I'd come around here and have a look, and we'll see the church with the lights on. Is there another boat coming? Sounds like it. Is there another boat? But these buildings are gorgeous. There is a lock over there which I'm going to walk around to, but from the opposite bank. And then we've got, I just wanted to come over here because I saw all these lights on. I mean, if the lock is filling, and there's a boat coming in, then we'll go have a look at it. Looks like there might be, yes. All right. Okay, so here's the lock working. So it's going to fill, raise this boat. I mean, you all know how locks work. I don't have to explain a lock to you, but it's interesting to actually see one actually working. So Neil says, is it a bi-level lock? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Neil, but I know that it goes up. Boat comes in, it goes up. And it goes out the other side, like the one that we saw a moment ago. And I'm just not sure if I can get up onto... Oh yeah, there's kind of like a little bridge here. There's loads of people. Bear with me. Get past this crowd here. Alright, so we can see that it's come in through this gate here. Die Schlösser. Yeah, it's going up. Okay. I'm not sure how long it takes to do this, but it's filling and it's slowly going to raise up and then pass out through the other end. What we might do is go further up and wait for the gates to open perhaps. There's some lovely buildings here, so we just have a look around here. And over there, that's where the main river's coming down through. Batarama. See, I considered doing this. I considered actually doing this as a tour, but I was just concerned about how good it would be. I mean, how much value I could offer you as a tour. I wasn't convinced that battling the reflections on the glass and being inside an enclosed space with other people and noise was going to deliver the best experience. So we can see the town, we can see the city from the banks beautifully. JJ says, wow, a hotel right there on the lock. Yeah, right, literally right here. Okay, it doesn't look like it's too far away. I don't think we'll have to wait too long to see the gates open, so I might just hang here. Is it Michigan you're saying, Neil? Michigan in USA has this system. Yeah, there's quite a few of them in France, of course, and the UK. There's a really interesting one in the town that we're going to be staying in about 3 weeks' time in Germany. Actually, it's not even that far off, so that'll be cool. I do actually want to show you that one. It looks very cool. It looks very interesting. I won't tell you anything more at the moment. Satyam says, I've seen it in Sweden. Oh, there's one. Oh, is it in France? It's like an elevator and the boat goes on sideways and it gets lifted up in like an elevator. It's really... Oh, here we go. Look, it's opening now. Hi, Cindy. Was it England? Was it England? Okay. Okay, so it's opening now. Is there a better spot to stand? Natalie will be in California for Christmas. My brother is in San Francisco, or not far from there. Okay, here it comes. There it goes. I also want to see if the gates close after it's gone. Yeah, that is fascinating too, Diane. So there it goes. It's got a tight little corner to manoeuvre around there. Do these gates close or do they stay open? And it's off. There it goes. All right. So the other gate at the other end is closed, so I'm not sure what happens when the next boat comes along. Right, so we're going to head this way. And I'll take you... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take you into one of the squares. There's a building I want to show you that's just over here. It's one of the old tanners' buildings. So here's another market that's getting ready to open. The huts are here ready. But just over here is one of the old tanners' buildings, which is actually really interesting. We would have hit it sooner, but I took the detour. So those who were with me the other night, yes, it snowed. Yes, we did find a glühwein afterwards. Here we go. Here's the Maison de Tanneurs. I want to try and get this without people in front of it if I can. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. You can get most of it, but there we go. The Maison des Tanneurs. And that's this building here. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tish. It was it was cold. It was fun. It got very cold at one point. And it was so nice to find a really warm glühwein at the end of it. It was a bit more expensive than I would have liked to have paid, but it was worth it. JJ says, I would imagine cheese is quite popular there as well. It definitely is. Definitely is, JJ. And here's the house of the tanners. Let me get back a little further and try and get you a better angle. All right, so we have this gorgeous building in front. I'm not sure what this one is. Alsace is famous for white wine. Yes, it absolutely is. Apparently it's also one of the regions that Spätzle comes from, along with, I forget which region in Germany. And what else is Alsace good for? Here we go. So Natalie says the Tanners, my favourite Canadian groups. I'm not. Are you talking about what I said, the Tanners? No, this is the house of the Tanners. So, look at this. I'm standing in front of a sign that's literally selling what I've just described to you. Spätzle Munster ou Emmental à la sauce crème. Spätzle Munster Order. Oh, it's in German and French, and then it's in English as well. Spätzle is famous in Switzerland as well. Yeah, I mean these mountain regions that sort of all neighbour each other, I guess. All right. It's a bit hard to get that one. I have to get across the way. So as you can see, the square is starting to already get quite busy with people. You just heard the tanners. Yeah, no, tanners. Sorry. So that's for leather work. Skidding. And welcome to everybody else who's on. I can see that we've got about 30 odd people on, and welcome everybody. If you haven't already, please say hi. I always love to know who's joining me on my tours. Here we get to see inside one of these lovely eateries, restaurants. What's spätzle? Laurie, spätzle is a kind of dumpling or noodle. They make it with like a giant garlic press, if you can imagine this, or you can press the dough through a colander into boiling water, and it's like a dumpling or noodle. And they serve it with, or you can have it with like ham and cheese. I'm sure JJ has some ideas of how it can be prepared, and it's really a warming, like it's a warming dish that fills your tummy. Love the look of the square, very quaint. Yeah, it's a pasta basically, in a nutshell, Neil. All right, where to now? Do we go that way or that way? I forget which way to go. We were going to aim for the cathedral. I'm not sure if we're going to make it to the cathedral. Let's see how we go. Along one of the streets that we haven't taken you along before. I'm hoping that we'll see more Christmas decorations as well, some more lights. There wasn't much down to the right. There was the cathedral, but not the church, but not much else. If we look back towards the square, so this one's quite a quiet square, but it's the Place de Meuniers, I think. Yeah, so this is the place of the millers. That was the third occupation that I'd forgotten about. Place Meunier, Mullerplatz. So windmills, millers. I think Richard's got a route sussed out for us. Okay, so we'll go this way. There's a fantastic looking decoration right in the middle of this intersection here, but it's not lit up. I don't know why. So for those who don't know, this is our last night in France. We catch a train tomorrow for Mannheim. Just look up there. Okay, I'm getting a transmission warning at the moment, so just in case there's any glitches right now, just letting you know that we are getting a warning about transmission signal right at the moment. And I don't know what dentelles are. What's that? What's Klein Spitzergas?
Small something.
Small something. All is well, picture's good. Okay, thanks everyone. So.
Small laneway street.
Oh, okay.
Laneway, small laneway.
Okay, this isn't local, this is Korean. Forget that. I thought I was showing you some interesting local food. It wasn't. What we do have a lot of in Strasbourg is Turkish food. We see lots of doner kebab places, like literally everywhere. I think there's a big Turkish community in, I was just looking to see what that shop was, in Strasbourg. What do we have here? There's the Kugelhof. We did buy one yesterday. It was quite tasty, a little bit bland, but tasty. There we go. Korean food is lovely. Oh, I know you love it, Dawn. Yes. Here we go. Van showed here is €4.50 to take away, emporter, for 25 CL. It's about the size of a coffee mug. I suppose that's okay. So I'm pretty sure this heads towards the cathedral. Oh, we've still got about 10 minutes. Richard's just asking how much time we've got left. Oh, I'm sure we get there in that time. So for us this is really cold, but I'm sure for the locals it's just a regular old day. People are queuing in this place to sit down for, what do? They do coffees and cake and, yeah. I missed the ironwork, Dawn. Neil says, "What is the Kugelhof?" So basically, it was a cake in the shape of, what would you describe it? It's kind of conical but rounded, if that makes any sense. Well, what's a Kugel? It was a kind of a bland cake, but sort of a little bit crispy on the outside, and it did have a small amount of like sultanas or raisins or something like that scattered through it as well. So not a rich, sweet cake. It was bell. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a bell shape. On and off into grey. Oh, it's doing that thing, is it, Natalie? Oh, there's the cute puppy someone mentioned. Isn't there a noodle kugel? Is there a noodle kugel? Now you're playing with words, aren't you? Oh, okay, hang on. There's a cake shop over here. We've got to stop and look at that. Let's see if they've got. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay. And I thought I saw something flakes falling, but I think I was imagining things. Oh, I know where we are. I was hoping we'd be able to see that, but it's not lit up, which is a shame. Can I get it against the sky? Not really. Anyway, so this is the entrance to Petite France. Yep. And if we walk straight ahead, we're going to run straight into the cathedral, which is perfect. Oh, look up there. There's like a colourful Art Deco sort of picture theatre, cinema. We have one of these chestnut roasting things here. I'm a little bit worried actually, experiencing those sort of interruptions and outages, that when I do the Christmas markets this week, that I'm going to be more crowded. So I'm hoping. Strasbourg, yeah. Sorry, I should have stopped and showed it to you, shouldn't I? And we've got some chalk art here on the footpath. You can hear it though. They've got a really good tram system here, what the French word for it is. So the city's really well covered. Street train, that's right, Neil. So I think we've seen the cathedral twice so far, and this will be the third time. And I'm just hoping that we're going to have a few lights on when we get up there. It's looking kind of promising, maybe. And Dawn says Paul was having trouble at a Christmas market last week due to crowds. All right, so this is Place Gutenberg. We were here the other night. If you recall, we started from here the first night we did the Strasbourg tour, and we saw this lovely building over here all lit up. And there's the cathedral. There's the lovely cathedral. Yeah, he couldn't connect on YouTube, but managed to do a Facebook Live. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to have success. Still, we will persist. So there's the statue to Gutenberg. He lived, I think, in this city for 10 years. And then we have the spire of the cathedral over here. And this is the street that I'm hoping is all beautifully lit up. Okay. Neil says maybe lights set on later time. I'm wondering if they don't come on until the markets actually start, which is Wednesday. It's either that or the 1st of December, but it seems reasonable to have them on for the start of the Christmas markets, I would have thought. Oh, this is pretty over here. And then over here we've got this building is lit up beautifully. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, lethargy? The angels over here. Yeah, I don't know. 5 p.m. I'm just getting another signal warning, guys. Here's another one of these pirate candy. I want to get over here where we can have a look at the front of this shop. So we've got the polar bear theme, penguins. Everyone knows that penguins and polar bears don't live together, right? That's always lovely. The lights are very delicate. And one of the huts has its lights on. There's a car trying to get out through here. Got this end of the square here, and then we can go and have a look at the pink place. We might finish up where the pink place is that we showed you the other night while it was snowing, where the pink snow was. Okay, look up there. The Strasbourg Cathedral, I believe, was commenced in the 1300s. Okay, we'll have a look, just a little look around the corner here. It's quite pretty down this laneway, and then we'll head back to the pink building and finish up there. Oh, these lights are on. These lights are on. They weren't on the other night. There we go. We just go a little way down there, then come back past the cathedral. Okay. Yeah, these lights are on tonight, so they weren't on the other night. Ali from Iraq, hi. Lovely to see you, Ali. Here we go, look at that. All right, so we're going to head down towards the pink place and we'll finish up there. So for anyone who was here with me the other night, it was snowing, big, chunky, fluffy snowflakes. And when we came down to this pink building, we were seeing pink snow falling. And I'm hoping maybe to get to Worms So I'm literally going to be spending, as I said, I think it's Saturday, on a plane in London airport and then on a plane back to Frankfurt. And then I can get another 90 days. We only need a couple of weeks, but all right, I'm going to go down here to this square just in case I come back. Hoping I come back for anyone who had problems next week. Yeah, that's right. You're back. You're here. I was just about to sign off, you guys, because I thought, oh no, I'm in the middle of a small narrow laneway and there's not much chance of me coming back. But I am back, so that's great. So let me show you the pink building, and since I'm back, I'm going to sign off. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Buffering a lot. Well, in that case, we'll just walk down to the end of the road and talk. So if it's buffering, then there's no point in my staying, but I'm only going to stay just in case we're lucky enough for the signal to come back. And thank you, everyone. Really enjoyed your company. Really enjoyed sharing my time in France with you. And guys, look, here we go. This is where we got the glue vine the other night. There. Oh, hang on. I've got to turn the camera around again. One more time. Sorry. Here. There's stuff happening in this square. And I will see you in Germany. Okay, bye for now.